Welcome back, Kiss Army, to another episode of We Are One.
You wanted the best and you got the best, the hottest channel in the land. We are one. Here I am and here you are. Welcome to the show and welcome to Psycho Circus Kiss Army as we dive into the void of Kistery. Here at We Are One, Kistery will be preserved with interviews both old and new and the breaking news you need. Now, let's go shout it out loud. Good news for Kiss fans all around. Even though Kiss is currently in the midst of rescheduling dates for their end of the road farewell tour, the band is not going to be saying goodbye. That's the message from Paul Stanley in one recent interview. Even though Kiss is currently engaged in their end of the road tour, the band is not saying goodbye, according to Ultimate Classic Rock. In a conversation with Seville Weekly, the rocker declared that the group will continue to be active even once it retires from the road. Paul said, quote, "It's important to note that this is the end of touring. The band isn't necessarily disappearing into thin air. Kiss just reached a time when touring and doing 100 shows in 7 months, which is what we've done so far, is just too demanding and time-consuming when there's other things to do in life." This is fantastic news, considering Paul is being much more upfront about things this time around than they were with the other farewell tour, instead of retconning the history of the farewell tour's initial plans when it was initially supposed to be the end of Kiss. As Paul mentioned in his Face the Music book, he decided that he needed to continue Kiss as a creative outlet for himself to fight his depression. So Kiss then continued bringing back Tommy and Eric Singer, continuing on with World Domination Tour, Rock the Nation Tour, and subsequent tours following, and releasing 2 more studio albums. It does seem this time, though, that Paul is much more serious about the end of actual touring. We know Paul currently has Soul Station lined up, which he is doing with Eric Singer. Gene has many of his businesses, and hopefully Tommy will continue to churn out classic Kiss catalogs, classic studios, classic demos, all of these live recordings that we know Gene has somewhere. The Star Child's comments echo the recent statements from longtime Kiss manager Doc McGee, who also suggested that the band will create and seek other avenues once its touring life cycle has ended. Indeed, it seems that Kiss is already looking ahead to their post-retirement life. A biopic chronicling the band's formation and rise in fame is already in production. In the meantime, Kiss will focus on their tour slate currently in front of them, rescheduling their North American tour dates as well as European tour dates. After launching the End of the Road tour in 2019, the band continues to try and reschedule things that postpone their 2020 tour dates to 2021, likely extending the End of the Road tour, which was supposed to conclude in July of 2021. Now looks like it will end up going at least through 2021, if not to 2022 and maybe 2023. All in all, I think that this is good news that Kiss isn't just going to be disappearing into thin air, as I don't think we would want them to. At the very least, personally, I think I would like to see more focus on Kiss media. They haven't done really anything release-wise since Kiss Rocks Vegas. It would be nice to see some live shows come out, perhaps that Cobo Hall show that was supposed to be on the next Kissology that we've still been waiting over a decade on at this point, and some studio material that we haven't heard released in a nice box set, some live albums that we would like to hear, maybe all 4 Alive 3 shows, just straightforward with no editing. Same with the Cobo Hall shows from Alive. I would like to hear the Alive 2 in a nice box set bundle. All of those would be fantastic to see. Maybe a Pro Shot Asylum, if that exists. This would all be material that Tommy, if he continues to work with Kiss, which I'm sure he will after the End of the Road tour, would be great for us to see and get our holds on some of that material to keep Kiss's legacy continuing and going strong. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Talk to me. And remember, God gave rock and roll to you, and God bless you.
God bless you all.